Hi, it's Amanda from the Nina Haggerty Center for the Arts here, and I am here to show you this week's Nina Art Challenge. I'm super excited for this because I think it's going to be a really fun activity. And what you're going to need are some vegetable peelings. I have carrots and I have beets left over from making some borscht this weekend. I also have some spinach. So we're gonna try making our own watercolor paint out of 3 different colors. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it'll be lots of fun. Hello, Amanda here. So it's time to start making our vegetable paint. So the first one I'm gonna do is the carrot. So I'm just gonna put all of that in there. So you can see this is just leftover carrot peelings. All right. Same thing with the beets. Ooh, craziness. In this one, I do have the top of the beet, and that's okay. There we go. So you can see I did not use all of the beets that I had. And I'm also going to use some spinach. So I'm going to take a handful of spinach, maybe a handful and a half. To make my green pigment. I also have water, a pitcher of water here. And I'm going to put enough water into each of these pots that it sort of almost comes to the same level as the vegetables. So I have about this much vegetables in there, and I also have about that much water. So you can just sort of see it at the top there. So same thing with the beets. And same thing with the spinach. I don't have as much spinach, so obviously I'm not going to have as much water. All right. Ta-da! So I'm going to turn my oven on, or my stove on, and I'm going to get each one of these boiling. And then I'm going to reduce them to a simmer. So I have my 3 different pigment mixes cooking on the stove, and I'm going to let them cook for about an hour. And then I'll come back and I'll show you the next steps, okay? Hello. So I have completed my little project making paint out of various things that you can find in your garden or your refrigerator, I suppose. So I've made my orange paint. So you can see it's definitely orange. It's got a little bit of like a brownish tone to it as well. Might be some of the dirt on the carrot skins. I'm curious to see how that will turn out. I have the spinach mix. So this is the green. We'll see how this goes. Again, I'm not sure how strong this one and the carrot one will be. And the one that I'm quite excited for, which is the beets. And you can see how rich that is. So, with that being said, I'm going to adjust my camera and we will have a look to see how these work when we paint with them. Okay, so the first one we're gonna try with my handy little paintbrush is the green. So let's see how my green works out. Okay, so it's pretty light. You can still see, you can definitely see it in the film. I suspect when it dries, it's going to be pretty light though. I guess we'll find out. You can also see there are some little spinach fibers in there as well. We'll see how the carrot looks. All right, so there's a little bit of color to the carrot. I'm disappointed in this one. I thought there would be a lot more color in the carrot one. But as you can see up close, it's just really subtle. So, too bad. Next, and what I'm super excited for is the beets. Oh, look at it on my brush. Wow. It's such a lovely, like, crimson color. And I would say you can probably paint with it pretty awesomely. So you can make washes with it, make it lighter and darker. How interesting. Do a little bit of color mixing. We'll need a lot of the green because it's not very strong. So all in all, I would say the beet, it's very successful as a watercolor paint. The other recipes, I don't know, I think that they might need some doctoring yet to make them a little bit more effective. So that's how you can make a really cool homemade paint by yourself at home using fruits and vegetables.